here. Today we want to talk about the power of prayer. So let's get into it.
Thank you for checking out my channel, and maybe if there's any things that you felt that were interesting or maybe different from what you used to, we appreciate the opportunity that you guys are allowing us.
I thought I should start this is by reading a quotation by Omar W. Hodge, and this is what he says about prayer. He says, prayer should be the breath of our breathing, the thought of our thinking, the soul of our living, the sound of our hearing, the growth of our growing. Prayer in its magnitude is length without end, width without bounds, height without top, and depth without bottom. Illimitable in its breadth, exhaustless in its height, fathomless and infinite in its extension. W. H. Hodge. So as you hear, even this is one of the great mighty men of God. Prayer has power. However, power is not in prayer itself. Power is in whom we pray to. So when we pray to God, when we pray to Jesus, when we ask Him to come through for us, that prayer that we make is powerful. It's able to go beyond where we would have gone in our own capacity. It can break through walls that have been standing for generations. It can cast away chains that have been hovering around you and your family forever, for a very long time. So prayer is powerful. I want to say this, and it's not because of pride or anything, but I think in all the graces that God has given us, if you think about it, prayer is the only thing that is more tangible, that is more relational, that is more easier to grasp. I mean, there is a grace for finances, and it says if you give, you shall be given. So if you don't have anything to give, then probably you won't be given. But with prayer, it doesn't matter what you have. It doesn't matter what you don't have. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter where you're standing even right now. You might be on your deathbed. You might be on your hospital bed. You might be on an army trip somewhere. You might be in a car driving to some place. Prayer is powerful. Prayer is available. Prayer is current. You can pray right now and your prayers would be answered right now. So prayer is very powerful. The prayers that are born in our present trials are actually more powerful, if I could say. Sometimes, because life is easy, because there's nothing much to really strive and worry about, sometimes our prayers are timid and are weak. But when trials are on us, prayers seem to be stronger. And I think that prayers that are born out of those necessities, out of those needs that people cannot find a solution, are able to go beyond. And they are, of course, they're equipped with faith, which we'll talk about in one of the videos coming. But when you pray, you must always remember that He's faithful to answer you. When you have a need, because it will happen to you that you will have a need which no one will answer, prayer is a great solution. So when you come to Him with that trust, when you come to Him with that faith, that please do this for me, He is willing, He's faithful. The writer of the books, 1/3 of the New Testament, Apostle Paul, every single time when he starts writing his letters, he speaks to Timothy, speaks to the Corinthians, speaks to people that he writes to, and he says, I am praying for you, or I have prayed for you. To him, prayer was one of the most magnificent things that God had ever given humanity. So I want to encourage you today that would you take a minute. It doesn't matter how you pray, because we've spoken about that, positions of prayer and all that, in one of the videos, so you might be willing to check it out and see. But if you come to God, God will not let you go. He will not chase you away empty-handed. You'll come back with your hands full. You'll come back with your basket full, because you've come to the giver of life. And you're asking Him honestly, and you're crying before Him, and you are supplicating before Him. Prayer has power to get you out of the ditches of this world, to put you on the doorposts that you couldn't have been. Prayer has power to open windows that no one else would have opened for you. Prayer has power to go and speak to your employer to give you an increment or to give you a job or to make a way for you. Prayer has that power. There's a lot of things that we're unable to do as people. And when we pray, those doors are opened. I can be reminded of Daniel when he's stuck in that ditch and there's lions around. I promise you, his fame could not save him. His interpretation of dreams could not save him. But what could save him in that situation was prayer. So prayer is powerful. So this is my encouragement for this week, that please, as you pray, you must always remember that there is power in prayer, and the power is limitless. It's not hindered. As you pray, as much as you pray, God can answer all those prayers. God bless you.
Thank you for checking out my channel, and maybe if there's anything that you felt that were interesting or maybe different from what you used to, we appreciate the opportunity that you guys are allowing us.